I'm going to tell you about how you can connect with nature while you're self-isolating with your family. So it's a good time to get out in your garden and see what's lurking under plant pots, what you can see in the trees, what flowers or shrubs are encouraging wildlife into your garden. And also when you're out and about doing your daily walk, have a little look around you, sort of note all the different birds and creatures that you might see around you as you're out on your family walk. Alright, so this particular activity to start with, we're going to go around the garden, we're going to see what lurks under different things like plant pots, under rocks, under logs. Okay, so you're going to follow me round. And one thing to help us with that is a little guide like this. So if I can find it on the phone. Alright, so you can download something like this, a bug chart off the internet. Alright, and it tells you about the sort of common insects that you might find around the garden. So we're hoping to find some of these at least as we go round. There's a few more down here. Okay, follow me. Let's go and have a little look, see what we can find looking in this particular garden. Okay, and even if you've got a much smaller garden than this, I'm sure you'll still find something lurking around. Okay, follow me over here. Let's go and have a little look. So, probably under a small pot. I suspect we won't see anything at all, but Ewan's going to move in with the camera and just have a little look here. Anything under there? No, maybe not surprising because it's such a small space. And this would be good because you can do this as part of maybe a science project at school. Have a look at where you find the bugs, how many bugs you find, what sort of habitats do they prefer. Do they like going under plant pots, or do they prefer something more natural like a log? Okay, let's have a look under this one. What have we got here? Again, nothing under that one. So perhaps it's because it's not particularly big and not a particularly easy thing to get underneath. Right, follow me down here. Have a look. Now there's a bigger pot here. Just going to have a look under this one. A bit heavier. Oh. So you zoom in. What have we got down here? So it looks like we've got some earthworms. Okay, and not a lot else, but something there, obviously very familiar. Worms in your garden. Let's have a look under this one. Anything hiding under here? Oh my goodness, look at this. Okay, so we've got all sorts down here, and if you can't recognise what you're finding, take a picture of it, or have a look, try and remember what it looks like, and have a look on online and see what you can find on the computer to sort of match it up. So obviously we've got here a whole load of insects, got your worms again, alright, but we've also got our woodlouse featuring very prominently, and a looks like a millipede. Okay, something there that we can identify as well. Okay, good. Alright, I'm going to move on, see what we can find under here. So this is more natural to look under. Again, oh, look at this. Looks like a ton of wood lice. Okay, we call them cheese logs at home actually. I don't know why we call them cheese logs, but lots of worms again. And just be very careful, won't you, when you put the anything you're lifting up back down. And can you notice the big spider here right in the middle? Okay, so again you can find spider guides to help you identify what type of spider you've got. So you could take a picture of that and then try and identify what it is. So I'm going to put this back very, very gently because I don't want to squash anything. There we go. Okay. Let's move on. See what else we can find. So we're going to go up the steps here. Now then. Have a log here. Now, type of log, because that was just a tree stump. We've got a long log here. Alright, not a lot there, surprisingly. Okay, so do they not like this particular surface because it's got gravel stones on it? Possibly. We'll put that to the test again here because we've got another tree stump, and already just taking that wooden bit off there, we've got a millipede, and we've got some wood lice there. Oh wow, look at this. Zoom in, see what we've got. I'm just going to move that out of the way. Okay, loads more insects there. Woodlouse again. Got your worms. What have we got hiding on here? Oh, slugs as well. All sorts of creatures. Okay, again, some of those other ones there that we identified before. Brilliant. Okay, so we're going to pop that back down. All right. Let's just go along here. Oh, got my phone. Down this way. Or even under an ornament like this, we might find something, we might not. Let's have a little look. Nothing there. Oh, slug on the back. And it's like a woodlouse in there too. Right, now, this is our little hedgehog house. I wonder if anything's in here and the hedgehog isn't using it. Not today by the looks of things. But I know when we've looked in there before, we've found lots of juicy big slugs in there. Okay, which would be lovely for the hedgehog when he is out of hibernation to gobble up. Alright. Follow me down the steps. Now one thing you can do as part of your project is also, because you're starting to appreciate a bit more about insects and the insects in your garden, try and encourage more insects, because they're at the bottom of the food chain, all right, and so we need to understand how we can then help support that biodiversity. And one of the things that you could do, of course, is create your own little log piles, and they don't have to be fancy affairs. They could be something like this. So just some old 6 logs that you've thrown together, pile them up, and probably under there you've got all sorts of creatures lurking around. I'm not going to disturb it right now. We'll look under something like this as well. So we've come up to the top of the garden now, and again we've got some nice tree stumps, but this is in a more natural setting than down where we were before, perhaps, where we've got sort of concrete paths and stony paths, and we were looking under objects down there. So let's have a look under this one to see what we've got. And again, you might zoom in here for me. Oh, okay. We've got our first millipede here. Okay, look at that one there. And, centipede. The centipedes are the hairy ones. The millipedes are the less hairy ones. All right, so we've got a centipede there. Look at him. You can see him here. Okay. And again, not too many other things. All right, but he's a bit of the star of the show there, that's for sure. Okay, and centipede there, and we've also got some more woodlouse. All right, I'm going to just put that back very gently because I don't want to squash him. He's gone into hiding there. All right, so I also mentioned about scraping the log pile before. So here's one we've done before. Created it again out of lots of different sticks there. We've even added a bit of a mossy layer to the top. Okay, so that should, again, could be a great place for insects to hide, but also maybe in the winter somewhere where a hedgehog could hibernate, nice and warm under that particular canopy. So having been around your garden, having a look for insects, you can also collect them, of course. All right, but what you need to do is make sure you've got something which has got air holes in it. All right, so if you do happen to leave them for any length of time, all right, they can still get oxygen. All right, and obviously make sure you release them back afterwards once you've finished. And then another thing to help you is you can get hold of an app, okay, like the Picture Insects app here, which is a free app. All right, and that helps you identify insects. You can take a picture and then you can upload it, and then it'll help you identify what you found. All right. I hope you've enjoyed that little podcast. It's great for getting the kids active as well, going around the garden, having a look at things, and as I say, very educational because they can learn about what sort of habitats insects prefer. Do they lurk under pots? Do they lurk under rocks? Do they lurk, under more natural features like, old tree stumps or whatever like that? And then you can create your own little log pile. And one other thing you might want to do while you're out in the garden is get into a bit of bird watching. So get hold of a little bird book, Right, again, you can download bird apps to help you identify birds. Make a daily list of the birds that you see in your garden. Helps if you've got a pair of binoculars, of course. All right, but there's all sorts of apps, as I say, you can find online to help you identify birds, and indeed things like butterflies and bees, spider guides, all sorts. So connect with nature, you'll have a lot of fun, and really everyone will get involved and have a great time.